If there was ever a cliffhanger to get me excited to watch the next episode, it was last episode's on Toradora, so this one's about to be insane. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius, back at it again with Toradora episode 7. Last episode we had Amy Kawashima coming in terms with her abrasive personality, that's what the term we'll use, and she said, I'd rather be who I am and be hated than be fake and be liked. So she's going to live with herself and she's going to make other people live with herself. But then through that process she kind of realized that Ryuji is a much better and much cooler guy than she first assumed. And so at the end there, I don't know if it was purely intrigue in his character and liking him actually, or if it was just to make Taiga jealous, but because it just happened to be Taiga walked in at that time, you know. It was like, hey, what if I showed you the real me? Would you like that? Just like Taiga showed you the real her. So it's just like, it's interesting. But remember, if you guys want to see this episode full length and or early access to the next bunch of episodes I upload, check out that Patreon down below. Also follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. I appreciate y'all. Let's hop into this Toradora episode 7, Pools Open. See, that's why I assume it was all on purpose. So this is still the old Kami, or Amy for sure. I said Kami. Stuff's a little awkward at the house now that that happened. Makes a little bit of sense. Even mom can tell instantly. I was wondering why their outfits were different. This is the summer uniform. I like that. That's cool. What kind of school pool is this? Is this like an open recreational pool? Yeah, she's like, why is she teaching? She's still in her 20s. Oh, you're a model. This reminds me of Bunny Girl Senpai when we went out swimsuit shopping. This looks like the exact same store. All these busty two-piece bikinis. Meanwhile, a lot of these girls are choosing their one-piece, which is more understandable. These guys are young girls. I don't need this ass shot right now, you know. Guys, look at me. I'm not trying to do this right now. I'm charm, the beauty, the bod. It's a crime to keep this hidden. I like that. Genuinely isn't concerned about things like that. He likes his women for how he's going to check on Taiga and she pulls him into the dressing room, which has she never had a swimsuit on? So she is insecure about her body. That's what I was expecting. She wants a woman's body, that's what it is. And those ISO boing boings. You know, I could understand in a world dominated by hormones and a world dominated by trying to appease other people, why that could be a huge insecurity. Coming from a guy, that's what the average guy would think. You know, why is this such a big deal? But I understand it now that I've graduated high school. See, I like that swimsuit. I think it's moderate. That is a good term to describe it. Moderate. I just wish, realistically, and it's not a realistic request, I just wish kids at this age could understand that at the end of the day, people are gonna like you for who you are, you know? That's a real friend right there. Shouts out Ryuji helping with the fake chest. I've never seen somebody, because normally I've seen actual like pads before. I don't know why I've seen them at school, but someone, it was a, I'll tell the story later. So he stayed up all night apparently. She's embarrassed. They have to be somewhat decent. She has to look like she has averagely decent breast assists. I don't want to say the other word. I feel already like the FBI is outside my house just watching this episode. Oh. I don't remember pool day back in the day being like this though, I won't lie. They don't need to show me this shot. I guess I should have watched this when I was a kid, so it would have been a little more. But no. The bogus booby force. She knows. She's like a shark in the water. She just dips back down. This is what happened back at school for me, guys. We found somebody's pad on the fucking ground. The whole school was in uproar. Looking back on it, I can't believe people actually like deal with this. Like, this is a crazy issue dilemma. Oh my god. He's gonna have to put it in himself. This is quick, hard decision surgery that has to be done. He did it! Shouts out to my boy Ryuji. He knew a hard decision had to be made, and he did it. No hesitation. He did it. Oh no. Softball Kushieda, here we go. Where's the wind coming from? Why is her hair moving like that? How do you forge a relationship with your fists then? Sports, okay. This is not. Is next episode gonna be about sports? I didn't write down pretty much anything. All I wrote down was pad because I wanted to tell just a slight. I don't even remember the full story. I just remember it was one of the last days of. It was my middle school, and my middle school was way different than the average person's middle school in terms of grades. Like, my whole schooling system was different. Average middle schools, high schools, I don't know about average middle school, but I know high school on average throughout the US is grades 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 years of high school, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. When middle school was 5, 6, and 7, I had a junior high school, which was 8 and 9, and so my high school was actually only 3 years, which is similar to Japan in terms of that. But I remember, I don't know why I didn't give you guys some context, you know. It was middle school, so it was 7th grade, the end of it, very last year for me. It was on one of the last days of school, if you guys didn't know, because apparently all schools are different. I want a pool day like that, but at my school, with it, like within the last week, it sometimes changed. Sometimes it was the very last day, sometimes it was like a couple days before. There was always like a summer day at school where we played activities, went on the field. It was like a school day, but like getting you prepared for summer, like, you know, just talk to your friends, sign yearbooks if you want, shit like that, you know, just like a one mess around day. And everybody was huddled around the swing set on the playground, just doing whatever, signing yearbooks and stuff. And then some of the boys just walked up to me and said, yo, look what we found. And it literally was exactly like that pad, but it was definitely not sewn together like Ryuji did, because he's a gangster. It was like a what do you call breast implants? What's the term? It's a certain gelatin, but it was like that, you know. And I just remember us being immature, curious boys. We played with it for a little bit, and then we ended up throwing it at some other guy. I don't think we got in trouble. I think because the teachers, as soon as they saw us messing with it, were more curious as to investigating that on its own. Like, whose is this? Who lost it? Let's try to minimize the Taiga incident over there, because, you know, some girl is freaking out that she lost her pad. So, you know, they just said, you know, go do whatever. But I just thought that was funny because, like, I guess at the time, I never really thought of it as anything, but now looking back on it as a full-grown adult, being fucking almost 24 years old, it is very normal for a girl, especially that age, to feel insecure about her body if other girls are developing a lot faster and in other ways, and you know, they're getting the attention from the guys, you know, and stuff like that. So I understand it. I completely get it. It's just weird to me because at this point, and it's weird to me at this point in my life, because back then I was that guy. I wanted to be the person who was noticed. I wanted to fit in. Whatever they were getting, I would get, you know, stuff like that. But like I've said recently in videos, nowadays I will go to the grocery store in my boxers with some slip-ons, with a Naruto shirt. I don't give a fuck. So it's like, as you can see, I haven't gotten a haircut in months because I don't give a fuck. And it's just like, you know, sometimes you have to have a little bit of self-preservation in terms of caring how you are seen in terms of society. Like, I don't want to be a full-blown hobo, but I also don't let what other people think run my life, which is something that I wish we could tell middle schoolers and high schoolers that, which we do tell them that, but it's never going to be accepted. It's never going to be, because they always are going to worry, and it's always true. It's always realistic. I just think this show did a very good job of portraying that, and it's a very realistic portrayal of what some of these little anecdotal stories that you'll go through in middle school or high school, like, pretty realistic. So I gotta give major shouts out to Toradora. Like I said, I wish I watched the show during its peak. When did the show originally come out? Let's see. Toradora release date 2008. So I would have been 12 at the time. 13. That's a few years after I watched Naruto. I was still heavily into anime and nerdy stuff. I don't know where I would have missed this, but I wish I had seen this at the time. 12, 13, that's how old I would have been. This would have been perfect for me. Literally perfect. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Let me know what you thought down below. I appreciate y'all, Dapper Squad. Remember, pad them boobies, guys. Bogus booby breast squad. I don't know. Peace out. Have a great day.